Time for our next game. We have Hot Milfs versus IDGAF. IDGAF, or I'll just call them ID for this game. Hot Milfs 3-0. Doing really well, while ID is 2-1. So we are seeing two of the best teams after the first round of games. We're seeing the first two teams going up against each other. We have Hot Milfs playing the Drakes over here with the Fire Drake leader, and we see ID playing as the Undead. Oh, I think I mixed up those teams. This is the Fire Drake because Hot Milfs is purple, and then they're Undead with the Undead with the Dark Sorceress as the leader. Everything should be good to go, so let's get into this. Now, I've never really seen the Drakes versus Undead matchup yet, so I really don't know who's going to be, coming out on top. I feel like it could be a pretty close game. I do know that interesting. Going for some attacks on that Saurian. A lot of variety units coming out of the Undead side. That bat is... This is going to be interesting. Bat retreats. Oh. Oh, got him. There, that's pretty big. Oh, they're getting some big dragon attacks off. Interesting how the dragon did not go to that hill, though, right next to it. Would have been a better spot. A lot of missed attacks for the Undead early. Oh, that archer hit all of his attacks. Oh, that bat ran forward with nothing. A lot of zombies. I don't think the Drakes have lost a single unit yet. Oh, there's the first poison unit. Oh, wow. Just go up and slap him. There you go. Now 3 poison. There we go. That's what I was going for, all those poison units. Jeez. Oh, well, there you go. There you go, another dead unit. And go up, heal. Already pressuring. I'm already, the Drakes already, Hot Milfs already have a building advantage. Slight one, but there is one. Yeah, the poison guys need to go back and heal. Oh, takes down another guy. Big downside to the Drake units is they are very expensive. All their best units are very expensive. So, okay, one of them slapped in with a stick. Wow, that sorcerer's almost going to upgrade. One upgrade away. Oh, maybe not the best move. Well, I guess, yeah, that's a move. The Drakes are going to basically try and steal up all the side buildings. Yep, there's another one. And steals another one. Their whole plan is just steal every side building. Jeez, he took massive hits from that. There you go. It's a strategy, for sure. Oh, wow. There's a sorceress now. And he's got a little zombie lizard in the river. the dragon's just gonna hold his own. Why didn't he use spells? Interesting. Comes and just slaps him. That's a lot of damage. 15. Jeez. Well, he's gonna heal. Oh, he took him down. There you go. Oh, gets another kill. If he could live through that bone archer. Oh, well, I don't think he's living now. That sorceress is going to be a huge problem for them. Oh, there goes the zombie. I feel like the undead are just outlasting them because now the drakes are only down to like 3 units. Well, the undead are just swarming them basically. And they have that upgraded sorcerer in the front. Wow, they took down a lot of health there. There it is, right there. Oh my word! And the game ended with the it ended with the sorcerers becoming a necromancer at the end of the game. Oh, apparently they have a special attack which if it basically turns people into zombies. That's pretty cool. But we see ID winning the first game and breaking the undefeated streak of Hot Milfs. I'm going to go up into this next game. Let's see who comes out on top of this one. Hot Milfs played the Rebels for this one with the Elvish Druid. Hot Milfs played the Elvish Druid, and ID played the Northerners with the Orcish Warrior. And as we already have learned through a lot of past games, the Northerners are going to have a huge advantage, or not really a huge advantage, but they most likely will win this game because Northerners just are unstoppable right now. They are the team to beat. If you can beat a Northerner team, you well got lucky, I guess. The AI had a good game for you because the Northerners are just so dang strong. Interesting. The horseback units are so weak for the elves, the rebels. If I was playing a live version of this, not the simulated version, I would probably net. I don't think I've ever bought the horseback units for the elves because they are so weak. The only team I would ever buy horseback units for is the Loyalists because that's their horseback units are what make them unique and stuff. But this horseback unit for the elves is so weak in comparison. It's just so much better. If you want an elf unit, so much better to just grab the elvish fighter or the elvish archer. At the end of the day, those are going to do you a lot more than these horseback units. Sure, you won't have the speed, but you necessarily don't need the speed. That crossbowman is just going to fire some flaming arrows at that dude. Wow, all the elvish units gone. Just like that. Why did he go into the river? So, if you didn't know this, I don't think I've ever said this, but attacking from the river, so based on the different areas you are standing in this game, the chance for someone to land their attacks changes based on where you are standing. So the river is the worst place to stand in this map. There might be worser spots, but if you're in the river, you have a 30% chance. Well, rather, there is a 30% chance that you are going to get hits. And I believe the chance for people to hit you is 30? Wait, that doesn't sound right. Because, like, this elves when they are on trees have a 70% defense, meaning that only 30% of the attacks will land on them. But if they're in the river, they will have a 30% defense, meaning that 70% of the attacks will land on them. And, you know, that's not that good. Hills usually provide like a 50% defense, so like half the attacks on you will hit. Not bad. The elves are very much doing the best they can. I believe the trees do have a regenerate ability, but I'm not sure if it works. Yeah, the trees regen. Pretty strong. It's actually pretty good using slows on those golems. I need to watch these trees and see if they, oh, he's just dead. I was going to say I wanted to watch him to see if he regenerates twice because he's on a... Oh, that orc guy's about to upgrade. Oh, no more. He just got beat down by that mer person. Wow, that archer just... I believe this mer person's defense, though, is doubled within the trees. I think the elves might be making a comeback here, just because they have 2 upgraded units, and the orcs haven't managed to get any, and they've actually been killing some people here. We might be seeing the Hot Milfs doing something that we never see. Wow, that tree hits hard. 24 damage. We may be seeing something here. While I was talking about defense, the rebels have... Wow, another unit dead to that tree. Oh, I was talking about stuff. The rebels actually have countered, and they are fighting back, and hard. But of course, Northerners are not going to give up without a fight. A lot of strong units left cheap, but they... How do you fight with that tree? Jeez, that tree is so strong. His defense is only 20, no, it's 40. I was going to say. Does he have a... There is an ability that is called Ambush, the trees do. Which is, they can hide in a forest and remain undetected by its enemies. Enemy units cannot see this unit while it's in the forest except they have units next to it. Enemy unit that first discovers this unit immediately loses all of its remaining movement. So basically... the trees can go hide in a forest and they'll go invisible, and if you step next to a tree it'll just freeze your movement. Wow, this is a big moment. We're seeing rebels beating Northerners. This has been a long time coming. This matchup has been heavily favored in the Northerner side, but we see it. We see a slim chance of the Northerners being beaten, which means it is possible under the right circumstances. And in this game, the right circumstances was the Northerners stretched themselves thin, and they let the rebels just bunch up together and take out their units, and they got 2 upgrade units in the process. And then they were able to push using those upgraded units. And that upgraded woes, elder woes, so dominant, taking people out one after another with that huge damage. It's so strong, especially during the day phase, because he's lawful. He was doing 24 damage a hit. That's insane damage. That's over half HP of most units. So we go to the final game. I was, mind you, before this series, my expectation before watching these games was that the first game would go to the Undead. So first game would go ID. Second game would go to ID as well for the Northerners. But then Hot Milfs would definitely win the last one. Northerners versus Loyalists. I feel like it's just a definite Northerners win. I don't even think it's going to be close. Who knows? I just was surprised by the Rebels beating the Northerners. So maybe we see the same thing here with the Loyalists. But at the end of the day, I was expecting this series to end 2-1, ID's favor. So if the Hot Milfs end up winning this final match, which I expected them to in the first place, they will actually come out on top 2-1, and they'll be coming out of this second group of games 5-1, which would be very impressive. I am trying to remember how the big bad boys fared against Zahir's team. I feel like they won 2 out of 1 as well, but my memory fails me. But we'll jump into this game because we're not talking about those games. We're talking about Hot Milk versus ID, which is right now. We have ID as the Loyalists with the Shock Trooper leader, and we have Hot Milfs as the Northerners with the Orcish Crossbowman leader. Will we see in this series two Northerner losses? Might even be the first that might have been the first Northerner loss. I think, no, there was that other one on that large map in the first series where the Rebels did beat the Northerners. But other than that, I think that was the first loss we've seen the Northerners have on one of these regulation maps. So sucks for them that this early game, these units are going to have so much damage because of their chaotic units, and they do so much damage during the night. I think the Loyalists just have to outlast them because they're lawful, so they need that daytime bonus. If they can outlast them during this night phase, that'd be huge. Oh, there's 2 Loyalist units down. Well, now it is morning, so the Loyalists do have the advantage back. Oh, got him. I don't know what that horseman's doing. He just retreats, but I'd like to see that Shock Trooper upgraded. That might be what the Loyalists need. It is now day, meaning that the Loyalists have a huge advantage now with all their damage. A lot stronger. Is that a little fencer dude? What is that? A fencer, yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, nice poison. A poison fencer. Let's see what the Loyalists do here. Oh, wow. The day did not last long. Jeez. That Shock Trooper just got mollywopped by that golem. Sorcerer's holding strong. They're definitely protecting that Shock Trooper. They need him to keep his H. Oh my word. That goblin. That was huge, that goblin. Standing strong to that. Loyalists have quickly been turned on. Wow. 2 units upgraded right there. Now a lot really does hold on this Shock Trooper. Oh my god. Jeez, he's gonna die. Oh no, they put so much value in him and then he just dies. That might be the beginning of the end for the Loyalists here. They do still have the building advantage. Well, no, it's even 50-50, so it's not even an advantage. At least it's not nighttime anymore. They do have that. Those poison attacks, so strong. Remember Hot Milfs have 2 upgrades to the Loyalists. None. No upgrades for them. Another big thing I've noticed is that there's only one daytime cycle. There's only one daytime. Well, there's 2 night times, meaning that there's a huge advantage to being those chaotic teams versus those chaotic teams versus like the lawful teams. Because the chaotic teams are going to have a longer advantage than the lawful teams, the loyalists especially. Because look, we're on the first round of night. And now we're on the second round of night. That is now 2 upgraded dudes right next to their leader. This is very much going to go to the Northerners. Oh, but he does kill that guy. But he gets poisoned again. Oh, these last 2 units, they're holding strong. It's something. Oh, no, he's gone. Oh, there it is. And then Golem comes in, slaps him, and upgrades. Yep, that's the game. And that means that Hot Milfs come out on top of this series 2-1. And this is all possible due to this, due to the upset of the Rebels beating the Northerners. The very strong Northerners finally losing their first game, but the Northerners still win the final game. Will we see the Northerners lose ever again? I mean, we'll find out in time. But how this series ended, we saw how this game has ended. We saw Hot Milfs take it 2-1 over IDGAF.